pitcher here.
Waves and misses in another fastball, so that's what you probably wanted to see against Ian Happ. He goes to the fastball that time to get Tucker.
It's just never a bad idea.
Swanson swings and misses. Another strikeout on this homestand, one down. Speaking of Philadelphia pitching, Ken Rosenthal has more.
Adam Wainwright, you mentioned how Luzardo was one of the best trades of the offseason. Well, the Cubs had a deal in place for Luzardo, but backed out after review of his medical records.
One to the German-born Kepler. Lifts one in the air. That wind, you can hear it whipping. This might be a tough play, and it's going to drop fair! And it rolls to the sidewall. Schwarber scores, and the Phillies strike first here in the fourth. We've seen a handful of fly balls in this series for both teams end up just like that.
Those little pop-ups like that can be so tricky in this park. You see it just finds no man's land here. But that ball is moving like crazy all over the place up there.
Nothing lead.
3-1. Bohm pulls it towards the hole. Past Swanson, a base hit. Castellanos is in. Station to station go the Phillies, and they've got a 2-0 lead. And they have strung together 4 consecutive singles after Schwarber was hit, and they have scored twice here in the fourth. Still nobody out. A hit batter and 4 straight singles for the Phillies in the fourth to score twice. Rojas lifts one towards the gap in right center field. It is playable for Tucker, but that's deep enough to score Real Muto. On to third base goes Kepler, and the Phillies with 3 runs here in the fourth inning. An offense that had mustered just 4 runs in the last 3 games has scored 3 times here in the fourth. They've been doing it with small ball. Back to the top for Bryson Stott. On the ground left side, Swanson dives, can't get it, Kepler scores. A small ball inning has been a productive one, as many runs in this frame as they had scored in the last 3 games. 4-0 Phillies. Stott with an RBI. Turner hits one deep to right center field, slicing through that wind. Crow Armstrong racing out there to make the catch for the second out, and quickly flings it back in. A long Turner out. If Crow Armstrong doesn't get that, it's 5-0 Philly. Here's the veteran star Harper towards the gap in left center field. No one's going to get to this one. It's off the bottom of the wall. Bohm will score. Stott's right behind him. Harper with a 2-out double, and the best offensive inning for the Phillies in quite some time.
Belt high, knuckle curveball. Bryce Harper stays on it, drives it to left center. A+ hitting into a tough wind. A lot of days here at Wrigley, that ball is 20 rows up into the stands.
Cushion he has now. Called strike 3 on that changeup. Great pitch by Luzardo for his 4th K of the day and his 2nd on the change.
The windup in the 1-1. Swung on, line towards short. Backhand pick, Turner plants. Long throw, and he got him. And Trey Turner from deep shortstop, shallow left field, throws out his former teammate with the Dodgers.
For their first hit, as Miguel Amaya will stand in.
Amaya reaches out, rolls it to Turner, and that eats him up. Looked like he had the glove ready right there. I don't know if it hit something, took a weird turn, or hit the weird part of his glove, but it ends up allowing Amaya to reach. It'll be an error, so still the Cubs are hitless. Birdie towards left center, that is down, and there is the first Cubs hit of the day against Luzardo. Took 18 batters 2 times through to finally get a knock against him. Suzuki smacks it into left field, a base hit. Amaya scores. The speedster Birdie will score, and the Cubs are on the board. A 2-run single from Suzuki.
That's what he had to do, right? He had to challenge him, and Suzuki made a good swing. Sometimes that happens.
Well, when your team scores 6 runs for you, you get the cushion of being able to make a pitch like that, and if he beats you, you tip your cap to him.
That's right. The key was not getting into a 3-1, 3-2 situation where he had to throw the fastball.
Unearned against Luzardo in this inning. Tucker sends one in the air, left center field. Over is Rojas, and that'll retire the side. The Cubs get their first hits and their first runs of the day with 1 out for Trey Turner. Turner takes a breaking ball into center field for a base hit. Rojas will easily score. Remember, Turner's miscue allowed the Cubs to continue the inning in the last frame. He makes up for it here with an RBI single, and it's 7-2 Philly. Schwarber towards the gap, right center field. The Phillies are able to respond. 2-run double, Kyle Schwarber. They respond to the Cubs' 2-run inning with 3 of their own. They're up by 7 here in the 6th.
I think everybody watching is This is the Philly lineup that they thought they were going to see. The Philly fans right now, these are the guys they expected. They've been impressive today.
Well, they've got 11 hits in this game.
Executed perfectly.
That's a good pitch by Luzardo, and he's fired up after 6 strong innings. One of the top acquisitions in baseball this year has paid huge dividends in his first 6 starts for the Philadelphia Phillies. Max Kepler drives a ball deep right field towards the wall, and it's into the basket. Cutting through the wind. We didn't expect to see a home run today, but there is one from Kepler, his second as a Philly. A 10-run outburst for Philadelphia.
That's kind of where your only chance is today. The wind's blowing towards the right a little bit.
But a rare home run for the Philadelphia Phillies. Versatile-looking offense in the first month. Suzuki, a hard hit ball, that gets through. He's had a nice day. That's his 3rd RBI. As Amaya scores, it's 10-3. But your thoughts on this offense? Obviously, today they've been stymied a little bit, but overall, what you've thought from high leverage spots?
Right field so well, too.
He goes to right field. Going back on it, Castellanos, all the way back to the track. He makes the catch. Off from third is Happ. On to third goes Suzuki. The Cubs get a run. They're second of the inning on a sac fly from Justin Turner. Castellanos back on the Swanson fly ball, and the Phillies have snapped their 5-game skid. A sigh of relief across the city of brotherly love as they even up this 3-game series. One of their best offensive games of the year. They scored 10 with only 1 home run, a solo shot. They put up 12 hits, and they hold the #1 offense in baseball to just 4 runs.